Okay, you guys, so before we get started, I want to apologize for the quality of this video because I'm going to have to film everything on my cell phone. I broke my G7X camera and I don't want to travel with my larger camera because it's going to be taking up too much space and I don't want to risk damaging it as well. So all of the footage that you're going to see from, me sharing with you guys how to travel out of town for an event, to the setup, to the actual event, is going to be cell phone footage. So that is just an FYI. So I hope that you guys can still see this clear enough to get the gist of what I'm trying to share. And be nice in the comments, okay? All right, I'll see you guys soon. Guys, it's Melanie and welcome back to Living Luxuriously for Less, where we celebrate, decorate, and enjoy everyday life for less. Well, I'm super stoked today to be sharing with you guys something that's very near and dear to my heart. I will be traveling out of town for an event, and I never really shared with you guys before here on the channel the preparation that I take as I travel out of town. So this particular event is for my cousin, but we were reared as sisters. We were raised basically in the same household for, most of our lives. And so on today, I'm going to be traveling to my hometown in order to do this baby shower. I'm super excited about, how it's going to turn out. There are a few challenges that I want to share with you guys. And that is, number one, I was not able to get the typical, I normally rent a box van or something like that to travel out of town. Well, this weekend that was not possible because nothing was available. So I had to kind of scale back on my decor and expectations and go back kind of to my grassroots of using a lot of creativity to transform this space, as every single thing that I needed to decorate would have to fit into our SUV along with my clothing or my personal suitcase for the weekend. So yeah, that's going to be challenging, but I'll share some tips with you guys around that as well. The second thing is that because I'm going home and I want to be able to spend some time with my family, I'm not taking any of my team members. So it's just me. So I wanted to be able to spend, that intimate time with my family since I haven't seen them in over a year. And we, have all had the vaccine. And so that is another aspect of it as well. Come on in, baby. I was telling you, come on in. No. I don't need that. That's it.
You don't need this?
No.
Oh.
I don't need that either. Everything is in the car. Except my purse. Put that on the... Okay.
Well, I was trying to back it up, but I didn't know how long you was going to be.
Maybe 3 more minutes.
Oh, I ain't gonna back it up.
Huh?
I ain't gonna back it up.
So the hubby is helping me to get the car loaded with my personal items. I already have my event planning items loaded in the car, and we're going to get started. So before I leave out, I wanted to give you guys a few tips that you may want to write down, and then as the weekend progresses, I'll share more with you. Okay, so my first tip is, once you get the layout for the venue, if you're doing an event out of town and you're able to travel to the venue, do so. But if the event is very far away and it's just not feasible for you to travel, try to FaceTime or get a video and great pictures of that room that you'll be designing in, and use some type of app that will show you kind of the real life size, the real size of the room and real measurements, so that you can design the space virtually before you actually get there. Now, once you design this space and you find out what size tables they have, the number of tables and chairs that they have, you want to pack for your event according to that and your guest count. And you create a list. You can either do a running list. I like to create my list in my iPhone on my notes because I can actually check mark it. I can also share it with my team members and they can place check marks off on the list as well as they check those things off so that we can grab everything that we need to pack. Now, once you have started packing the things, you want to copy and paste that same list. So as you pack your things, that you are checking that those things were actually placed into the vehicle. Because if you forget something, you know, because you're so far away from home, you won't be able to go back and get it. And like for me, my hometown does not have a space where I can go and purchase anything. There's no Hobby Lobby, no event planning stores. There's no nothing. I think the closest thing is maybe an hour, hour and a half away. So that's not feasible in the case that I forgot something. So be thinking about that as well. Now, once you start packing, you want to make sure you utilize all of your low areas or areas between seats. That's where you want to place your soft things like, you know, tablecloths or pillows or, you know, anything that will not get damaged by your larger items that are placed in containers. And then you want to fold all your seats down so that you can maximize the I guess the height or the vertical space that you have in a car, and, you know, place as many things as possible on top of each other without obstructing your view when you are driving. Now, if you are able to rent some type of vehicle that is bigger, that would be the way to go. But in my case, you know, I wasn't able to do that. And then in your case, you know, that may not be something that's in the budget. So if you have to drive your own car, make sure that your view is not obstructed while you're driving. Okay, so then once all of those things are in place and you have your checklist made and you have your design strategy together, then, you know, of course, you want to make sure you're well rested the night before. Have all of your personal items packed, your uniform for the day that you're doing the event. Have all of those things packed. I like to do my personal items before I do my actual event planning items, because by doing my personal items first, it allows me the opportunity to get all of my things together without being too stressed out and forgetting something for me, because I'm so focused on the event. And then on the day before the event, you know, I start actually loading everything into the vehicle. And then weeks before the event, I start pulling the things that I need so that I'll know what I need to order to give me time to get things in, because shipping is taking so much longer these days. So that is kind of the process that I took to get ready for this. And yeah, so we're going to get ready to go because my husband, you know, is getting everything together for me to leave out. And again, I will check back in to share more with you guys as we matriculate through this weekend. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you found it very enriching and enlightening, and that you take away some good tips for decorating events out of town. And one other tip that I wanted to share with you guys is that in this case, you know, this is a very small event. It's an intimate event, and it is feasible for me to travel with these things. However, you may get a client that may want you to do events hours and hours away, and it may not be feasible for you financially, physically, you know, operationally, for you to travel with your team. And so in that case, you want to act more as a planner and less as a decorator, and find other resources in the area that you're traveling to bring the event together, because you can literally spend a lot of money out of your own pocket by trying to bring all these things in your team. Okay, you guys, sorry, I got a call, but definitely acting as a planner and reducing some of that stress on yourself is the way to go when you are planning or quote unquote decorating events out of town. Use your creativity and pull the resources from the area that you're actually traveling to. And then another thing is, like, there are some things that, because I have a lot of friends in the industry, there are some things that I could not travel with, but those friends, I can rent those items from them. They're going to bring those to me. I can borrow from them as a favor. So definitely try to reach out to some of the talent and the resources that are in the area that you are traveling to. So I definitely wanted to tell you guys that before I wrapped up this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you found this video enlightening and enriching, especially if you are planning events out of town. Let me know one of your favorite tips down in the comments below. I would love to hear, some of the steps that you may take, or a tip that you took from this video that you found very value added. So I will see you guys at the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, it's Melanie with Living Luxuriously for Less. Cheers. Okay, you guys, so we are at the venue. I wanted to make sure to get footage of everything before. Now we have started moving items in from my truck into the actual venue, but I wanted to get the footage before I started setting up the tables and things of that nature. So my friend Nina from Simply Beautiful Events, she brought her stands, her piping drape stands, her circle arch, and the 2 chairs for me to use. And then the table and the chairs that you see here were the table and chairs that were already here from the venue. So this is what the room looked like before, what the space looked like before. So I wanted to make sure you guys got a clear picture of the before we started to transform the room into the after. So this is on the same exact day, and I wanted to go ahead and start getting the basis of everything put together. So the first thing that I started with was the drapes. I wanted to go ahead and get the drapes on and put in place, because once you can do the base of your room, you can spend day 2 just focusing in on your details. And so that is what I am going to do now.
Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like home. Yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. All that I crave when you're away, nights are sleepless. Do we need space? Yeah, maybe a break. Boy, you're my weakness. Give and we take, the love that we make, it's my favorite drug. Too caught up in your love, I've been trying to forget.
Here's my cousin. Say hey, Shaka.
God, we looking get ratchet.
No, you okay. She's spraying all of the leaves for us. It's so pretty. And see, the great thing about being in the country, you can get all this right out the wild. Okay? And then in here is my brother. Say hey, Raphael.
Hello.
He's putting on the chair cover. So we're getting it started, y'all. So I got some good help. Say hey, Tina. Hey. Patty. My cousin Denise. So they blowing a balloon, Miss Nina. My brother. Here go my auntie, she don't want to be on. My cousin Kiki with the big belly. Look at the baby. And my sister-in-law. And my bonus nephew Tiger.
Yes, make sure you get
With his bad self.
He better not, you better go.
My niece Amelia, say hey, baby. Okay, so now that all the chair covers and all the base is put down, I am going to go ahead and do the circle balloon arch. And I wanted to do them in clusters of 2 It's a lot easier doing them this way. I got this circular arch from E. Fabermeyer. I told you guys about it a while ago. If you were able to grab them, then you were in great luck. They still have them, so if you're interested in getting them, I'll leave a comment down below. And yes, this was pretty simple to put together. It's just tedious doing them 2x2 and not in a quad, but you just have to be careful because if a balloon pops, it throws the entire design off. So it really helps to have someone blowing up the balloon, have someone passing you the balloon, and then you can put it on there. It's a lot faster than trying to do, you know, all of this yourself. So the one thing I did leave behind was my step ladder, and I don't like that because it's not safe to stand in a chair. So do as I say and not as I do in this case, okay? I normally do have my step ladder, but I was pressed for room, and honestly, I just forgot all about it until it was time for me to do the top of this. So but I had someone back there, so you know, we were safe and everything, but it actually turned out absolutely amazing. The colors for this bear, it was a teddy bear themed shower, and the colors were blue, gold, and brown. So that you know, those are the colors that we were working with there. And it just looked really good. As I just wanted to show you guys kind of the behind the scene of what is actually happening. Probably not the best view of me, but you guys get the gist of, you know, kind of how everything was coming together. So we worked through the arch really well, and on tomorrow I'll come back and show you guys the final reveal of the space. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, it's Melanie with Living Luxuriously for Less. Cheers.